minimum wage workers for inflation. That's baloney. That's a lie from the pit of hell. God almighty. I mean, you see, this is the kind of stuff that makes me want to go off and just get overly animated and go into a tizzy because of just the mass misunderstanding. I talk to minimum wage workers and they blame themselves. Yeah, it's my fault. I'm driving it up. It's bull, man. Just bull. God almighty, it's bull. God, we've let ourselves be robbed, blind. I care about minimum wage workers. I want everybody to have dignity and respect. I don't like living in a world where people are subjugated unduly, picked on, fodder, treated like pawns, disposable assets. I don't like that at all. It makes me sick to my stomach, and I speak out about it. And I want you to speak out about it. You've got an obligation, a duty, not just a right. Yeah, exercise your rights, but remember, a lot of times they border on your duties, your responsibilities, your obligations to speak out for people. Yeah, these anti-smoking ads, you know what? They ought to show all the car wrecks, the dismemberment caused by drunk drivers. I mean, they're trying to get everybody that smokes is bad and evil, and they've got to quit smoking right away. Look at these people with decided to get holes in their throat instead of watching their diet, take some cod liver oil, mitigate the damages that the tobacco is doing, and teach people that you got to have some semblance of self-control. No, no, you got to quit, and you're crazy if you want to keep smoking. You're crazy. You're insane and you're bad. You're the problem in society. You're a pariah. But we're not going to talk about the drunk driver. Well, you just got to quit completely. Look what you did. Look at the car accidents. Show the decapitations caused by drunk drivers. You've just got to quit drinking. That's the answer, right? Do we see that? You see how it makes me, when I've got to pay as a smoker, I am paying for these ads. And that's the only answer is that you've got to quit. And you must want to quit. I mean, either that or you're wrong if you just want to keep smoking a little and have some semblance of self-control and mitigate the damage to your health that it does by taking things like cod liver oil once in a while. Do your own research. You don't want to OD on vitamin A. But I mean, I take a handful once a month. It stores up in your liver and you're good to go. It helps you to expel all the phlegm that's created from the smoking, your lungs trying to protect you, and then you cleanse your lungs and you purify. Just look into it. There's a lot of ways, dietary ways, and you can mitigate the damage that smoking can do. So you don't have to get sick. I don't want to be sick. I do want to smoke a little bit, okay, on my terms, but I don't want to get sick. But this whole idea that they're just going to villainize, demonize smokers and just, as if this is the worst. Look at all the money they've got to spend. They got money to burn from these taxes on the tobacco. It's sickening, man. I don't see them doing that with meth or the opioids. And oh no, it's about settlements that go a few bucks go to the government. The people that were affected by the opioid crisis and all these people dying, they're not getting any of that. But this is sensational, and mainstream media keeps playing it. It's all a bunch of baloney, man. I've got a little advice for guys here. If you're so blessed as to have a beloved, I say cherish her every day. And please, guys that don't have a beloved, for the love of God, stop giving your milk away for free. And especially, guys, stop paying to give it away, okay? Yeah, I'm alluding to prostitution in all its sundry forms, escorts and massage parlors, all the rest of it. We got the rainforest in Brazil burning up. That's really sad and sucky. And they're called the lungs. The rainforest called the lungs of the earth. So that's kind of foreboding, isn't it? We got a cop here in California that faked a sniper attack. I don't think this guy wanted to be a cop. I think it was like these people you heard of that they fake a heart attack to get out of something. I think that's what this guy was doing. So I was just writing a lot about how animated I was last week, but I've already talked about that, so I'm not going to explain it again. But my reason, even if you got an act, look, God gave you your imagination. Everybody's got an ability to be a good actor. If I could definitely be an actor. And if I could remember my lines, that's what I admire actors most for. But yeah, whatever it takes to impress people. Hey, look, you're their best friend, and just like a parent, you got to say it in a way. Sometimes it doesn't sound like you're their best friend, but you made sure you did your due diligence, you did your duty, and you impressed upon them the hazards. And I just have one thing to say to Lauren. I still, I still love you very much, and I just want to thank you for being so damn cute. And my life is better just from falling in love with you. And it took a long time before I was that attracted to a woman to feel like, wow, gee, it finally hit me that, man, this is a girl. I mean, aside from the dream I had of her, which just made me completely cuckoo, um, I mean, her brushing up against me and us staring into each other's eyes and merging and becoming one. It just was the most beautiful dream I've ever had in my life. But it's been life changing. Just saying, wow, I could devote myself to this woman. I could definitely commit to her, all in, 100%. Give her whatever she wants. Commit myself. Marry this woman on any terms she wants. I just want to exalt her. I want to please her because I know that will make me happy. So that's all I want. I run a really happy woman. I want it done on her terms. If she wants me to make more money, for her, I'd probably do it. It's just that I've got a big aversion. I've got a big hang up about money. It's not because I'm stupid. It's not because I'm lazy. But I got big issues psychologically, spiritually with money. And I'm sorry, sweetheart, but it's not that I'm not able to make a lot of it. I am. It's just that I know my values, and what I value above all else is a beloved. And that's what I'm after. And that's all I want. And I want it on her terms because that's my terms. That's what I want. I know. So that's all I really wanted to say to her today is that, I hope we get to meet. And it's going to blow my mind if you decide to let me meet you. But you figured out by now I'm in no way, shape, or form interested in stalking you and harassing you any more than I've done. And please forgive me for that. But I've given you my reasoning is that I couldn't play cool and coy. I've got to live with myself. And if I had done that, being that I've seen so few women that I really felt that attracted to, just head over heels attracted to, that's the reason, babe. I can't. I had to be forward. I couldn't, and I just feel lucky that I got to meet your brother Joe, and that's pretty close. I mean, I still don't know. I feel like I'd be speechless, dumbfounded. I don't know what I'd say, and I don't even want to think about what I'd say if I get a chance to meet you. I may be speechless. I may not be able to say a damn thing, but yeah, I'd still like to meet you. But I'm just as scared, probably more so than you. But you don't worry. I'm hurting you in any way. That's non-existent in my thinking. And all I can say is that you're never going to find a guy that's more smitten, more attracted to you, and who will appreciate you more. That's the only thing I can be smug about is knowing that. I just think, quite frankly, that's impossible. But there's better men, I'm sure there is, and you might be looking for something that I don't have that I wouldn't be able to give you. So I'm fine. I want you to be happy, but I'm certainly not gonna rub my nose in it. I don't want to know who he is or anything else about him because I am a very jealous guy. And one thing I learned about myself is not to rub my nose in jealousy. Just leave it at that. That it's normal, it's healthy, it's a godly jealousy, it's pure. And it doesn't affect the love I have for you at all. It's just, and hey, you know what? I mean, even if we were married and you decided, hey, I'm gonna check this guy out. Look, I'd probably take you back. I couldn't imagine just a little infidelity, but I'm not going to be in. I've already been there and done that, so I'm not the one that's going to display infidelity. There's no chance of that. Not with what I've been through in my life. At my age, it's not going to happen. But you being a younger woman, you might have wandering eye, and hey, I can live with that. It's just I wouldn't like it. It would hurt the hell out of me. But as long as you, came back to me and said I'm sorry, and it's not going to happen again.